A month ago, my ex and I broke up. I had the sense to secretly record our conversation so I could listen to it again because I knew my mind would play tricks on me. It was one of the most beautiful, raw, excruciating, and painful yet authentic moments in my life that I'll always treasure because he finally broke. He's really avoidant, had cheated on me, and I told him I forgive him, and I sincerely did. And that love broke him in a beautiful way. We're both sobbing by the end, and he said that he did love me and didn't know what the heck he was doing, but it needed to end. It was a privilege to see him who put a 15-foot concrete wall between himself and the rest of the world break and let me see into his heart, even though the circumstances were awful. In any case, my phone kicked the bucket last week and I didn't have it saved. I knew it would serve me for a certain amount of time, but I also knew it would keep me hanging on, and I've been doing everything I can to find somebody. Okay. That was in response also to my burning the letters. I don't know. I have mixed feelings about the idea of breaking someone, even in a beautiful way. Nobody's broken. Nobody's broken. I think I have a response to that word. Nobody's broken. We just think we are. And it kind of goes back to that mindset stuff. You know, I also do believe in divine timing. And I believe that we call in these partners that we have because we're ready to. And I believe that even when we talk about things like the anxious avoidant trap, that there's some divine timing in that. There's some element of you that's trying to expand. And so we find these partners that maybe more easily give us access to parts of ourselves that are calling to be expanded upon. And when you find a partner that you feel a deep connection to, yes, there's a part of you that is existing in them or that you're projecting onto them into the relationship. But typically that isn't called up unless there's a part of that they truly and authentically hold for themselves as well. So you're seeing something in them, and then we do add sometimes our own fantasies and expectations and attachments, ego attachments, on top of the biological attachment mechanisms going on. But I do believe there is a kernel of real, true, and authentic exchange there. And as I've said before, I often think these relationships are a case of like sees like. And, you know, when you are in a relationship with someone and you find that it sounds like you're talking about maybe a breaking point as opposed to breaking someone. It's just a very strong language. But that it's because on some level, I really believe that in terms of the timing, one or both partners are ready. You know, they're ready for it. I think about the last significant relationship I had, which was painful, and was there were a lot of things about the relationship itself that were very painful, but it was also like the cherry on top. And it became this kind of line of demarcation in my life, which led to significantly exploring my mindset and finding out why is it that I have all this insight and don't feel any differently, and what are the layers of unconscious beliefs that I'm carrying that are impacting my vibration and calling in the kind of partnership that I've been calling in over and over again, and what are the narratives that I have been holding on to that have kept me disempowered in my life. You know, without that relationship, I wouldn't have been asking those questions, and without asking those questions, I wouldn't have made such drastic changes in my career even. And so now I really feel like I have the career of my dreams, and I feel like I'm sitting in quite comfortably my purpose for being here on this earth. And the work that I do, it's not work, it's just an expression of who and what I am. And sitting here and doing these videos and talking to you lovely folks is all an extension of that. And none of that would have come about if I hadn't had this relationship that was really beautiful in some ways and really terribly painful in others. And so my narrative around that is that it must have been one of the best things that happened to me, even if it was one of the most painful things that ever happened to me. So a lot of it's about rewriting those stories.